Welcome, welcome. I am G-Paw, and this is another Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth video. In this video I want to talk about Rivendell Elves, Elrond, the unlocks, as well as just the Elves in general and what you should be doing in my personal opinion, as well as what I'm doing. We do have confirmation. Elrond is coming the 26th of June. I don't know how long his event will last. I'm assuming a week, just like Arwen and Elladan. And we have Elladan coming June 15th, which is in 2 days from now. And he will be, obviously, you'll get him at a 3-star, but he'll be a spender-only type thing. Because it'll be these three, Elladan, and then if you get Elrond unlocked. Now, you do have 6 choices to unlock him. It's these 5 plus Elladan. So for the free-to-play way, you can farm these 2 and these 2 once you get to this node. I'm not to this node yet. I'm level 41, I believe. And I haven't pushed to it. I'm like 3 nodes away, and I could probably push to it and start farming it, but I don't see me being able to get it. And if Elrond comes June 26th, I could see him coming back a month from now, maybe 6 weeks, just because he's the only legendary in game. They don't have much content, and they want people that are close to getting him be able to get him sooner. I would hope at least to keep people interested. If they make it 3 months from now, I would be really, really surprised. To go for the second pass, it just doesn't make sense. There ain't much to do in the game. Mines of Moria is coming sometime in July, I'm sure. But they've hinted at how the elves are going to help you towards this Mines of Moria. Well, any team's going to, you know what I mean? Like 80% of the player base, if not 90, aren't getting Elrond the first time and probably won't have him the second time. Maybe not the third. It is a well-only thing. Which is kind of disappointing, you know. There ain't no content really. You do your campaigns, then you do your arena, and then you just log in and do dailies every day. We're a month, just over a month into the game, month 3 days. If you started at global launch, and there's still no content to do, and the content they're releasing is for a well-only Elves team. Now, bear in mind, obviously Isengard Orcs. I'm assuming you can use any team in raids, and Isengard Orcs has a healing factor. If your team has a healing character like Pippin, will even work for survivability. And we're going to have to see what the raids are. If it's just attacking one boss, you could use any team, you know, but maybe just putting out as much damage as you can as fast as you can is better than trying to heal and do damage. Now, the elves obviously have a lot of regenerations built in, as well as a healer and a reviver, the legendary reviver. They would be the best in slot, but nobody's going to have them unless you're welling out. Should you be building your elves? I say absolutely not, personally. If you're not spending, don't be building your elves. Yes, farm them passively if you can, like I'm doing. So that way, eventually, one day, 3 to 6 months from now, you will have 5 stars on these characters. Now, Arwen has to become farmable, and so does Elladan. Are they going to take their first 2 marquee characters and make them farmable in the first month after they were marquees? I don't know. They might throw them on a node in July sometime, and then you can farm them the rest of the way to 5 stars. I think they're going to want to try to make money off them, and depending on how fast they roll out raids and new characters, they might become farmable within a month or 2. I would be really, really surprised if they do. I could see more like August or September these being farmable, but I've been surprised with the game in many ways already. So kind of the only thing going on in the game is you're farming your free-to-play characters, and the Wells are the ones getting the new content. They're getting the Elves. And even Wells are struggling with investing. If you watch Boilan, he's struggling, and he spends quite a bit of money on this game, as well as Tana spends a lot of money. And he looks like he's going to have them all. But it's a crunch, even if you're spending. So free-to-play, you're not going to have them. Now, you will see I built my Arwen. I regret putting this blue gear into her already, because I don't want to use these. Like, plug-and-play wise, I'm not going to use her personally. Now, Elladan, on the other hand, he is a very great character in my personal opinion. Honestly, his kit was almost legendary compared to Elrond's, other than the revive. I think Elladan would have been better, in my personal opinion, if Elrond didn't have that revive. Now, that's just a personal opinion. You know, I'm sure you can debate it, comment down below what you think, but Elladan's plug-and-play factor could help a lot of arena teams right now, and I could definitely see him coming into an arena meta free-to-play at 3 stars. But otherwise, the meta is not changing for free-to-play, which is the majority of the player base. So I wouldn't worry about Elves messing you up, because only spenders, Wells, are already dominating you, and will continue to dominate you with Elves. You know what I'm saying? So Definitely farm them, but I'm like, if I have to put a level for my daily objective, or I have to equip a piece of gear, it's like 40 gold for a level. Let's look here. And I'm not promoting him. I have him at 4-star, working towards 5-star. I'm not going to promote him until I'm absolutely sure I can do the Elrond event. I want to see the gear requirements and all that. It's so pricey. It's all well content. If you're not spending, you're not getting the new stuff. But right here, one level is 40 gold, and that's why I do that sometimes. Now that my account leveled up, I got to go back and level up my main lineup again. And the gold crunch is real. Lomi and I've been farming every day. Narmeri I haven't started on. Once I get Elro here to 5, I'll start going to Narmeri probably, unless Arwen or Eladin drop into the guild campaign. And that's why I'm kind of putting Narmeri off at the moment. He's not a priority for me in my farming guide or my farming path. And I'd rather get Arwen and Eladin farmed up if possible on like a guild campaign 4 for the gold, ability materials, as well as the character. I don't want the bad drops from the Narmeri node just to get his shards. It's not that important to me. Yeah, the Rivendell team, you're going to have the other 2, Elrond and Eladin. This is the 5 you're probably going to want to run with very few people subbing in. Ugh. I'm just saying, I would highly recommend you don't invest in your elves if you're not spending. And if you already have, do your own thing. Do what is fun to you and what you want to do, obviously. But it's not going to be efficient to keep you competitive in arena and or push through campaign. My light side characters, my Rohan 3 and Strider are going to push me through campaign as far as I need to go as they level up to gear tier 8. And my Isengard Orcs, my 4 of them, and I'm going to get Azak eventually, as well as Gauze is going to push me through my Shadow campaign. And I'm just going to keep pushing my Orcs and my Rohan 3 to gear tier 8, level 60, before I switch to anything else currently. And I'm getting characters up to G6, like I got G6, 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 G6 I believe with that ring, just looking at it, yeah. And I've started putting a little bit in other abilities, but next one's Ugluk I'm working on right now, and Eomer for the light side going to G6. And Malheur is the big damage, honestly. He is critting for 2,000 plus sometimes, and just knocking a character off the board. He's insane. With that deadly buff, that 30% crit chance, he hits hard, dude. Pretty insane. He hits harder than Gauze does. My Gauze at G5 is doing like 700 to each enemy. 600-700 to 5 people. That's $3,000. This guy just nukes somebody, right? It gives you the player count advantage. I am going to make a video here after a bit updating my account and what I've been working on, how I've been rolling through it, but I just want to get this quick little video out about the elves. They're a well meta. They're not a free-to-play meta. Don't believe the content you're seeing out there. I've been watching other people's videos, trying to stay up to date, and just some of them saying, absolutely invest in these guys and do this and that, and it's like, no. Free-to-play, you're going to set yourself so far back. Especially in challenges, in arena, everywhere that we have content, you're going to set yourself back. So like Forged in the Deep, my Rohan 3, I'm right here fighting this. I have to 3-star and hit level 40, which I am now. So I'm going to try to 3-star this today, which is why I'm building up Rohan 3. If you start investing in your elves, you're not going to have humans, okay? And most people aren't building goblins, because you already got your Isengard Orcs. So you're going to be crippling yourself back here when you should be up here. You know what I mean? Or further. Is all you're doing. Is hurting yourself really, really bad. So I highly recommend you don't invest until you have all of them at 5-star, ready to unlock Elrond. His events here, you have the stuff to gear them up, which I'm assuming is like, let's say, if they're G6, I think you need like 100 light crystals, 40 and 60, or 20 and 40, so 60 each. That's about 300 light crystals to level up your elves to G6, plus all the other gear and the gold. For 5 elves, I would, you know what I mean? Make sure you have the stuff before you go starting investing, because that's just resources you're wasting that you could have put on your arena team or your light and shadow campaign. All right, comment down below what you're doing, what you think. I love to hear comments and converse about it. It's a discussion. It's not. This is just my opinion. I could be 100% wrong, but this is the way I'm going in the game, and I'm having fun. I love Lord of the Rings, and that's the biggest thing. Sorry, I had a hiccup there, or burp or something, I don't know. But the main thing is you're having fun, and I got to keep reminding myself, this is a Capital Games game. They're making it the way that they want it to make money. And if they're not making money, they're not going to make the game. So I have to separate between it's a game and Lord of the Rings. So I love Lord of the Rings, so I'm going to do what I love while trying to be competitive. But if it comes between my fun and being competitive, I'm going to do what's fun, right? So I hope you all do the same. Much love. Stay healthy. We'll catch you all in the next one. Subscribe.